Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. My name is Miss Lee, and I want to extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you for joining me in this artistic adventure brought to you by Arts for All Florida. Today, I have something special planned. We're going to learn how to draw a remarkable creature, the honeybee. Did you know that these little buzzing beauties are considered farm animals? They play a crucial role in pollination and honey production, making them a truly fascinating insect. But before we dive into drawing, let's start with some warm up exercises. I've prepared a fun practice sheet for you to get your creative juices flowing, and it'll help you get comfortable with the drawing techniques. Feel free to pause the video and take your time with the exercises. I'll be right here waiting for you. Great job warming up. Now it's time to get started with our honeybee drawing. Make sure you have your paper and pencil. I'll be using a Sharpie so that you can clearly see the lines and the curves and the shapes that I will draw. We're going to take turns drawing, so don't worry if you need to pause the video to catch up or take your time. Are you ready? Let's dive in and bring this honeybee to life on our paper. We are going to draw a realistic honeybee. So while we are drawing, I will give you the names of each part of the honeybee's body. All right, let's begin. Let's begin by drawing out the head of our honeybee, a rainbow shape on your paper. That's the outline of our bee's head. Now, for the compound eyes, let's draw smaller rainbow shapes on each side of the head. Fun fact, did you know that honeybees actually have 5 eyes? That's right. 3 of them are located on the top of their head. If you'd like to add 3 small dots on the top of their heads, representing these eyes called ocelli, you can do it. Take your time with these details. Pause the video if you need a moment to catch up. Now let's add antennas to our honeybees. Start by drawing a straight line extending upwards from the top of the head. At the end of the line, we're going to draw a closed rainbow shape. These closed rainbow shape represents the tip of the antenna. And we're going to mirror that and do one on the other side. Now we have 2 antennas. Now let's move on to the thorax, which is the middle section of our honeybee's body. So imagine drawing a circle. Bees have hairy bodies, especially on their thorax. To represent hairiness, let's draw standing lines until we form the outline of a circle. Now, the bottom section of our honeybee's body, a long U shape below the thorax to represent the abdomen. The abdomen is where the bees store their nectar and pollen. So it's an important part of our anatomy. Let's not forget about the stinger, an important feature on every bee. To draw the stinger, creating an angled line extending downwards from the tip of the abdomen. The line should resemble a wide letter V. Let's make sure that our honeybee has its stinger ready to protect itself. So draw 2 lines that are close to each other, then leave a space to draw 2 more lines. So you have a wide line and a short line. Repeat this pattern all the way up to the thorax. Choose the wider lines to color it in, and you can use black, brown, or any color of your choice, whether it's purple, blue, orange, green. Let your imagination Soar. These colorful stripes will give your honeybee a vibrant and unique appearance. Take your time with the pattern and remember there's no right or wrong way of coloring your bee. Now let's focus on drawing the forelegs of our honeybee. Begin by drawing a long, closed rainbow shape to represent the first segment of the leg. Next, imagine drawing a leaning, standing line that gradually curves toward the top corner of your paper. At the top of this line, draw a short line that resembles a sideways V. Now, next to the V shape, you're going to draw a U shape below this. At the bottom of the leaning standing line, draw a wide rainbow shape to complete that section of the foreleg. Now let's mirror this entire structure to create the second foreleg. Now let's dive in with the hind legs of our honeybee because I like to do the hind legs before doing the middle legs. We'll start by drawing a short sideways closed rainbow shape. Now let's draw a longer closed rainbow shape, leaning slightly. Now let's add the pollen basket. Draw a fat rainbow shape attached to the hind leg. Remember, it shouldn't be too large as our bees need to be able to carry it comfortably. Below the pollen basket, draw a U shape, then draw a leaning line extending downwards towards the bottom corner of the paper. On this leaning line, draw some short sleeping lines representing the hairs of the bee's leg. We've completed one hind leg. Now let's mirror this entire structure to create the second hind leg. Making it symmetrical is not important. With both hind legs completed, our honeybee is ready to collect pollen and nectar. Take your time with this next step and don't hesitate to pause the video if you need to. We're making great progress. Let's tackle the middle legs of our honeybee. Begin by drawing a hairy sideways rainbow shape. Next, draw a leaning closed rainbow shape, followed by another leaning closed rainbow shape. Extend a leaning line, draw some sleeping lines to represent the hairs of the leg. Now let's create some asymmetry. The beauty of nature is its uniqueness. So our middle legs don't have to be perfectly symmetrical. Let your imagination guide you as you draw your second middle leg, adding your own creative touches. Let's finish our honeybee drawing the wings. Did you know that the bees have 4 wings? 4. So let's start drawing the 4 wings. Begin with a leaning line with a small curve at the end, representing the shape of the 4 wings. Mirror this line to create the other 4 wings. So now we know how wide our wings are. The curve at the end of each wing create a bump, and as we go down, we create another bump going directly towards the thorax. Mirror this on the other side so we can have both of our sides done. To turn these 2 wings into 4 wings, let's extend the line from the bottom bump and continue it to the thorax. Now let's do the same on the other side. Now we have 4 wings. The final touch is to add the veins of the wings. You can draw these veins however you like, adding detail and texture to the wings. Just remember to mirror them on both sides. Now that our honeybees have its wings, our drawing is complete. Bring your bee to life. Color your bee however you want. Do different colors in each little cell section of your wings and give it a world. Where is your honeybee? Where is your honeybee going? You did a great job. Thanks for watching Arts for All Florida Spotlight on Art. I hope you enjoyed doing this honeybee together with me. I loved it. And if you liked this video, please comment below and share it with a friend. We'd love to hear from you. Feel free to post our creations on social media. Remember to tag us by using our handle at Arts for All Florida. That's Arts, the number 4, All Florida. See you next time. Bye.